From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80! 58, come on. 12, fellas, here we go. Do. Get hot. It's a safety creep. Get hot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
13. Check. Slam.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty. Yards on second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Check three.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Stay with your man.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Lock, lock, lock! Bring it, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll get 9. There as that sets him up better for third down.
What you got, huh?
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 59.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is caught. It's close. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Coleman. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Pick up there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. 180! I'm coming. 65.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
56.
First and 10, 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun. Gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
76. 76. Go.
From the gun, here's Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight
down. Shell.
3 down. Hey, check 20.
You draw Porkers.
Kill. SOS.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bryant is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 24. Check 24.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from second to third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike, 58, right there.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Slam. Watch
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 26.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the slip.
Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and
20. 5.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bang. I got you.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the Rams' 33-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Tight end left.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
12.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Slip.
Say hot. Say hot.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big run there by Gurley. 43 yards on the ground. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Just like that.
Hey, 5.
Now gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Two.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check.
Hey, alert 3.
1, Omaha. Hey, gun. Motion.
59 Mike. Check.
Coleman. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Here we go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Push him back.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
11.
On the counter, here's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. White. 59. Bandit. Black.
Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike.
2nd down, McKinnon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
You got tight right there. Shift. Watch the shift.
Six.
Watch the twist. Check. Lucky.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Gall. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Gall. There and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. Now this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! 11. You better be afraid. You better be afraid of me. 13.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check nickel. Check 9. 36.
This is Coleman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Shoot. Check 52. Undercross.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Goldman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On play action, now Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
180.
56. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Goff now looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, but now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Niners 43, Rams 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Gone. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for L.A., this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.